Hey everyone, welcome back to Gamedec. We're in this very strange virtual world called Axis Mundi. It's an assignment from Geoffrey Haggis, the guy in charge at Blue Whale Interactive. He made a virtual copy, basically a better version of his wife that doesn't complain, I guess. And that virtual copy has gone missing, and now we're here trying to figure out what is going on. This looks weird. I'm just gonna say it. The labyrinth is full of interesting places. You can find each place if you know its code. A code is a combination of 3 colors. You can set a color by clicking pylons available on each platform. If you die or load a saved game, you'll begin the game on the starting platform of Axis Mundi, but your progress will be kept. By the way, just a quick public service announcement. I'm thinking this will probably be... I think we're close to the end of the game, and I would love your input into what Let's Play you want to see me do after Gamedec. Since I don't have access to the community tab just yet, help me out here. I need 500 subscribers to get the community tab so I can do polls. But until that time, let me know in the comments if there is a specific game that you would like to see me play. I'm open to suggestions, let me know. Let's see how we can interact here. This is green. Okay. So I saw in my notebook that the code for the tree is green, green, green. Okay, I cannot get off here. Oh, like that. Okay, I just need to do it 3 times. And now this is unlocked. Oh, that's a reset button. Alright, but this is towards the tree of knowing apparently, so let's see. Here is the tree. Can I interact with it, is my question. Oh, I can look at it. 1 second.
Welcome to Axis Mundi.
Codebreaker hummed next to my head. I activated interaction mode and summoned the Diginet's V-Ghost. The mystery tree, I brought you here so you could unlock a new Codebreaker mode. It might also help you better understand reality. Yeah, I guess. So what am I supposed to do now? First, look at the tree and tell me what you see. What do I see? Fragment of a separate system? Seems to be part of a different system than the one I'm standing on. I call it a mystery tree, so that's just a romanticized name for a data access point. You can connect your Codebreaker to this point to gain access to the database. All you need is an interface. So how about we suggest a solution? Could I create it? Excellent idea, yeah, that's possible. Take a piece of the tree, a twig or a leaf will do. It will serve as an aspect stimulus that will unlock influence mode. Man, if this game was in Chinese right now, it would be just the same. This mode will allow you to influence the tree and create a physical interface for the Codebreaker. Alright, look at the tree. Looked at the tree, noticed a single fruit among the metallically shimmering leaves. Looked like an apple. What is that about? I know nothing about mystery tree fruit. Looks like bait, sweet promise. Could be a trap, some sort of defense system. We can eat the mystery tree fruit, really? Okay, let's grab a twig first. I reached for the nearest twig, broke it. The cracking sound echoed as if I had broken a thick branch, not an offshoot. Felt a tingling sensation in my finger. My arm stiffened. Wasn't a pleasant feeling. See, it worked. Codebreaker has received the required aspect stimulus. Influence mode has been unlocked. Switch to Codebreaker's mode and try it out. Then we'll discuss how you can find me, Eleanor. That's what you're here for, remember? Okay, let's look for a switch on the Codebreaker. Carefully inspected the sphere, but I could not find a switch, sensor, or anything of the sort. Let's do it mentally then. As soon as I formulated the thought, Codebreaker switched to influence mode. Oh, look at that. Oh, this is Codebreaker. Okay, okay. The V-Ghost disappeared and the Codebreaker changed color. The way it moved also changed. So let's create an interface in the tree. I have no idea what I'm doing, folks. I issued a mental command. The orb sent a wave that created a hollow in the tree. I guess it was Codebreaker's physical interface. It looked like the tree had given me access to its secrets. What was inside and what would be processing this data entail on a technical level. My goodness. Let's download data from the tree. Codebreaker established a connection with the tree. I gained access to the information stored within. My head was bombarded with information. It came relentlessly fast, like stones being thrown at my brain. Access tree repository Axis Mundi. Error, no limit value set on the transfer. Data is highly confidential. Methods of scanning psyches, operations on quantum databases, recreating psyches. Probabilistic system, Pro Macho, codename Athena, application simulations, confidentiality level 7. I fished out a keyword, simulation. What was being simulated? Blue Whales Interactive, non-public projects, modular management. It was Blue Whales Interactive. What were they doing? The amount of data was staggering, but if I stopped the transfer, I would never be able to access it again. Yeah, keep transferring. Keep downloading. It all happened in cycles, in restricted geographical areas. But what made it so important? What did this have to do with? New information was forcing its way into my brain. Yep, don't stop. You need more data. My head is gonna blow up in a second. What were they up to? What, were they performing illegal psyche scans? Using golden throne helmets for it? Were they using those diginets? I wasn't feeling so good. I was having trouble catching my breath, whatever that meant in this world. Give me more! I wanted the rain of fire, I could take it. I doubt it. I think we're gonna go into our first death in a second here. So there was a warehouse somewhere full of randoms with psyches that resided in some kind of simulation. I wasn't feeling so good, I was trouble catching my breath, whatever that meant in this world. Let's just keep going. A uniform language was used for the entire simulation. I started seeing black spots. We're gonna keep going until I die. Everything happened faster in the simulation. My entire body became numb, I began to stagger, I felt like my head was about to burst open. I was gonna reach for the sky. I had to admit, it kinda made sense. Couldn't take it anymore, I overdid it. Oh, we can give in to the wave even. Let's see what that does. I left the weakness flow through me. Fighting it was pointless. I let myself bend like a blade of grass in the wind. The world started spinning and shrank to the size of a small globule, which quickly faded. There was a loud hum that soon grew quiet. Alright. Welcome back among the living. Yep, I died. That was to be expected. Let's talk to the V-Ghost. I'm listening, Gamedec. What about Codebreaker's remaining modes? How do I unlock them? Domination Mode allows you to make use of this program's combat capabilities. Activating it requires a stimulus from the red aspect. Analysis Mode will give you detailed information about all the elements of this space. It requires the blue aspect. As you follow my trail, meaning Eleanor's trail, you should obtain the aspects needed to unlock these modes. Okay. Wait. You said the normal way of logging out don't work here, then how do I get out of this labyrinth and how do I find Eleanor? Follow my trail. I also wish to leave Axis Mundi. I believe freedom awaits me outside. To reach the fringe, you must first brave the expanse, a seemingly endless road. Don't worry, I imported a vehicle from another game there. Go to the expanse and look at the next clue. How do I get there? You can encode the pad by touching monoliths in the chambers. You'll need a specific color sequence for that. This verse holds the color sequence. Remember, it's sometimes worth listening to your gut so you don't lose energy wandering around. Yeah, that's very helpful. Listening, gut, energy. If you follow these words, you'll reach the expanse. I trust you'll solve this riddle. Can't you just give me the color code? Do we really need to go there? Oh man. Let's see. We're at the... my surrounding resembled the inside of the Tree of Knowing. Codebreaker is the key that opens the path to the Axis Mundi labyrinth. After my death, my avatar respawns in the same place. The labyrinth has a mechanic based on so-called aspects. Right. What does the simulation contain? Simulation is the work of Blue Whale Interactive, and there are cycles that have lasted anywhere from a few weeks to a few months. These cycles end with resets. Okay, so we don't know enough just yet. So we're gonna need to run back here. So this turns back to... I'm assuming back to the Tree of Knowing, right? Yes. So can I do something else here at the tree is what I'm wondering. The tree smelled like a storm. Each branch radiated with electricity. When I approached the tree, its leaves rustled as if it could feel my presence. Let's inspect the tree. The plant wasn't even pretending to be organic. It was a digital tree-like structure that easily fit the dry, inhuman landscape. When I looked up at its crown and the hypnotically rustling leaves, I noticed a strange, continuously changing Jesus Christ. Kaleidoscopic pattern. Don't try to read hard words on a Sunday, folks. It's not working. Alright, I do not have supervisor, I do not have molecular scripter, very unfortunate. Let's use the Codebreaker. Let's talk to the V-Ghost. Yeah, that's not gonna do much. Is there anything else I can do with the tree? No. There is not. Okay. So that means I have to figure out that other code. Gut, listening, and something else. How about we do green, yellow, green? Where does that lead us? The long straight road led past the horizon. I couldn't see where it ended. It vanished into an airy landscape. The road here was divided by a wide crevice. Reached the place you mentioned, but I can't go any further. The obstacle could be a problem. I'm surprised I didn't know about it. Eleanor wanted you to collect an item here that would help you unlock Domination Mode in the Codebreaker. Maybe it's somewhere nearby. Well, could it be that it's in this car? The vehicle had been imported from a game. I guessed from Twisted and Perverted. Yeah, that's exactly where it came from. Can we open the car? I reached for the handle, but immediately gave up. The windows, doors, flaps, and tires all made up a uniform object with no moving parts. Let's use Influence Mode. From what I managed to observe, the Codebreaker modified a few parameters of the car's code. I think I deleted the parameter that detected collisions with moving objects. My hand could now penetrate the car's interior. Let's look under the seat. There was a sheet of real paper. I took it out and uncrumpled it. Paper used to be so pliable. Someone had written something on it. Want to find the gallery? Look for inspiration. Your impatience and optimism will help you find it. Gallery, inspiration, impatience, and optimism. Wait, does this have something to do with... I'm guessing with these, right? Listening is over there. So, inspiration, impatience, and optimism. Inspiration is yellow. Optimism is also yellow. Has to be red. Okay, yellow, yellow, red is the gallery. Do I need to write this down? I'm writing this down. Alright, let's start the car. I turned the key in the ignition. The combustion engine creaked and let out a few jolts, but didn't start. I only managed to turn on the headlights. They gave off a faint light. Something flashed at the edge of the chasm. Small light started blinking on the passenger's side, revealing the glove box. Hadn't noticed it before. What do we have here? Rings, wigs, leather gloves, lipstick, a hand mirror. A pistol. Heavy, made of metal, real. Whatever that means here. Okay, let's use Cheater to look at the gun. It was a Fenris MK2, a decent piece from Twisted and Perverted. I reached for the grip when something dawned on me. Laying there with all that junk, the gun could have had scratches on its breech block. Grazes or prints, considering somebody put it there. This hand cannon looked to be in mint condition. I got the impression it was floating, not touching anything. Was it a trick? I guess it is. As soon as I touched its grip, a sharp pain shot through my hand and wrist. Piece was a trap program? Come on, why would they do something like that? But we gained the fire. I earned the red aspect, and that was probably what this was all about, but my avatar started falling apart. I summoned the Codebreaker with my mind and something happened, as if it were absorbing the aspect it had earned. Was I becoming delirious? The unpleasant sensation subsided. I examined the Codebreaker. It emitted a red light, acting like it was searching for a target to destroy. Let's take a trial shot. Bullet shot out a single beam, but it quickly dissipated. Short range. You can now code the pads using 3 colors. That opens up a lot of new possibilities. Consider that. Analysis mode requires the blue aspect. It will give you detailed information about this world. Unfortunately, I do not know where it is. The path to the fringe begins with the color blue. Therefore, you need to obtain the blue aspect for Codebreaker. Fortunately, I do not know the sequence that will take you there. Eleanor stored it in the memory of MPEGs. You can try locating them. Or find a way to trial and error. Right. Okay. That is all. There's clues, okay. Black footprints led from the car to the abyss. They ended there. The road was cut across by a wide crevice. Couldn't see the bottom. From my experience, just wasn't there. And what does this glitch do? The car's headlights revealed something hanging over the abyss. Was it some kind of glitch? Let's take a closer look at it. Looked like a flickering window. Through the window I could see scenes from different virtualia. Pile of pumpkins and harvest time, moonlit bridge and knight's coat. A guy in a kinky suit running around in place, probably twisted and perverted. Using the Codebreaker, I could try to hold on to one of those scenes for longer. Maybe it would interlock with the local world. Yeah, let's link to Twisted and Perverted, why not? The Codebreaker started doing something that went beyond my abilities. Probably patched the code, as an ignorant person might say. Didn't work out, the poor bastard. Must have been surprised. Okay. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, we need the bridge. Not... Yeah. Okay. I get it. So this is a... Knight's Code has a bridge. Thankfully, I didn't need to have the Codebreaker's abilities. I just gave it orders. What exactly was it doing? I had no idea. It's gonna summon a bridge. That's what it's gonna do. Yeah, look at that. And it fit. The glitch disappeared without a trace. Look at me. Hopefully it doesn't...
Surprise!
Oh,
Gamedec!
Jester. Why do I still find people being surprised so surprising? Your name is still Cylia. This time I'll feign being surprised, but your surprise is obviously real. Deny or agree. This could give me fire. Agree is... Let's deny it, see if that does something. To be honest, it was to be expected. Congratulations then. However, I'd wager your jaw is bound to drop before long. I received a report of an intruder from the Axis Mundi system. What are you doing here? The wrinkles around the fool's eyes formed part of a nasty smile, but the look itself was glazed and impassionate. Let's ask what happened in the Tree of Knowing. How about you first explain what happened during our last meeting? Remember the Tree of Knowing? You shouldn't remember that event, it's an error. So in the interest of our good relationship, can we agree that it never happened? This will make things much simpler. No, you're gonna explain this. You answering my question will do a lot towards improving our relationship. What happened? Well, you encountered an anomaly called 314. I'm trying to eliminate it, which is difficult as I can't detect it. Only brain users can. It infected you. Not just you, in fact. It interrupted the process because I wanted to examine it in its pure state. From what I was able to read, it didn't manage to unpack in your head, but can't be sure. Human psyche can be unpredictable. I don't know if that anomaly is presently influencing you, which makes me doubt if I can trust you with any more information. Now, to get back to my question, what are you doing here? Looking for a certain Diginet. Her name's Eleanor. Do you know where I can find her? I do. Why are you looking for her? What do you want from me? You're a Gamedec. How about a small job? Okay. We have a problem in Axis Mundi, a problem with doors, breaches and cracks leading to sensory worlds. I'm having trouble patching those. Can you handle this? What are you offering? I'll let you stay in this place even though you're not supposed to be here. That sounds like blackmail. I'm a good negotiator. Tell me what you need and you'll get it. Ooh, how about a blue aspect? Yes, but I'm surprised you mentioned them. Do you know what you're asking? It's like going through your insides without cutting your skin. But okay. You'll get what you want. Okay. Fine, I'll do that for you. Great. Here's where the breaches are located. I'll come to you as soon as you close them. Jester modified some code characters hovering around him. You face a long journey. This vehicle will make it quick as a heartbeat. Good luck, Gamedec. The fool's disappearance must have impacted the stability of the summoned bridge. The construction started shaking. Yeah, run, run. Quickly run across. Okay. So Jester gave me access paths to 3 breaches. I'm supposed to close them. Here they are. Yellow, green, yellow. Red, green, red. And red, yellow, red. Okay, I have no idea where that is gonna bring me. But let me write them down again. Now, to be honest, I don't trust this character. This car was equipped with a combustion engine. It had been a while since I last heard one hum. It was running and ready to hit the roads. I issued a mental command summoning the Digenet's V-Ghost. You've met Jester. He's the one thing Eleanor wishes to avoid at all costs. Tell me, whose side are you on? Hers or this terrible Jester's? Well, I would prefer not to take, sides. The game deck collects data before passing judgment. I prefer not to take sides for now. I see. Your answer will become apparent through your actions. Codebreaker and I will continue to serve, regardless of your intentions. I got inside, placed my hands on the steering wheel, pushed down on the pedal, and went straight ahead. To where exactly? Made my way across the expanse, but in front of me there was just an entrance to a labyrinth. Was that my destination? The Axis Mundi labyrinth is multidimensional. You need to go through certain paths before you can access others. You can now code the paths using 3 colors. That opens up a lot of new possibilities. Consider that. Analysis mode requires the blue aspect. It will give you detailed information about this world. Unfortunately, I do not know where it is. Yep, we've heard that. Okay. So we did that, I guess. Can we move off here? Yes. So I need to find one of those pillars. Yes, exactly. I said yellow, red, yellow, I believe. So let's do yellow. Let's do red, and let's do yellow again. And this should be the gallery, I think. There was a flickering screen above the floor. Let me learn more with Cracker. Finally, I get to use it. I spent so much time trying to get it. So here we go, let's use it. I gave the Codebreaker a mental order to examine which databases the monitor was connected to. Actor iterations appeared in my mind. I asked what it meant. Reports from the different scenarios the simulation actors partook in. Let's touch the screen. To unlock a report about a person in the simulation, pick the aspect and the role in the simulation are the best suited for them. How am I supposed to know that? The Lord's portrait appeared on the screen along with a small interface window. Simulation log access active, actor lore, choose option. Lore, what would that be? Doesn't look like a red guy to me. Maybe he's more of a green character. I do think we can unlock sensory surgeon here. Question is, do I want to go in that direction? I think we had an option for that recently. I think I'm just wanna grab the ones that I can actually just unlock so that we can have them in case they pop up. So you know the human body inside out. You can assess someone's health based on test results or just by talking to them. You know the dangers of using the wrong equipment or chemicals for Virtualia. The dead hold no secrets from you either. For you, one look is enough to know. Well, the problem that I have at the, this one actually we could use probably. The problem that I have at the moment is we're not really working with humans. We're working with digital assets here. Although I haven't really seen these 3 come up that often. So yeah, let me grab the sensory surgeon. We'll see what happens. So let's search the reports. Access to reports from completed simulation active. Enter the aspect. I'm gonna guess it's green. Green dominant aspect registered. Enter initial role. Clan leader. Please wait. Correlation detected between the dominant aspect and the role. Preparing available reports. Report variations found. Enter optional fate modifier to narrow the scope of the search. Oh my goodness. Active antagonist? Yeah, how about that? Detrimental factor selected, active antagonist, random detrimental actor assigned, creating relationship network, modifying motivation. My goodness. Galomar noticed that many Knight's Code players like to talk about reincarnation and the non-fortuitousness of fate. It's a Sunday, I can't pronounce that. English is not my main language, okay, people? I'm trying. Like Amber's lawyer Elaine. I'm trying. He jumped on the trend, built a system around it, became lord, leader of a cult, based on the Han clan, started making big money. Some inquired into the cult's legality, but nobody proved a thing. Lord bought a BLB, rejuvenated, and planned the clan's expansion. One of the screens slightly slid out from the floor. Was it because I just found a correlation? There was a message. Report on the recently completed simulation cycle in the central Warsaw city area, Free Europe. Cohesion verification in progress. Fate modifier analysis. The active antagonist factor had a minor impact on the simulation in every cycle meeting defined criteria. So that was what it was like. It was educational, I guess. It gives me another heart. That was an educational story. It was better to learn from someone else's choices than from your own mistakes. End report. So can we touch the screen? Lord's face and interface window appeared on the screen again. Can we analyze the active cycle? Dominant aspect yellow. Great Scholar. So Great Scholar and yellow. Monitor actors' activity for flashbacks. And what is the previous cycle? Another cycle of Lord abusing the clan leader role. Recommend lowering the inspiration aspect in next iterations. Okay, so yellow, Great Scholar, none. Let's see if we can do that report. Yellow, Great Scholar. No reports available for the entered setup. Save entered simulation parameters for cycle 317. The previously selected setup for that actor will be overwritten. Does that matter at all? Let's not save the setup. Let's leave and let's look at I want to look at that other screen actually. There was a flickering screen above the floor. It was Eleanor's image and there was an interface window. What is the active cycle? Ah, you see, so this is the other one was 317, this is 316, so 314 might be an important one. No information. We don't know why Haggis's Diginet wasn't present at the start of the cycle. The same as with Gamedec 314. Oh, I'm 314. Okay. What was the previous cycle then? As per Director Haggis's instruction, each cycle this actor is assigned a female slave role with increased empathy. Female slave with increased empathy. What is empathy? Empathy is green. Let's search the report. Green. Enter initial role. Enslaved Diginet, I'm guessing. Correlation detected between the dominant aspect and the role. Enter optional fate modifier to narrow the scope of the search. Financial boost, limited resources. How about ally support? No idea what that does. Eleanor was created by director Geoffrey Haggis in BWI Labs. He gave her exceptional sensibilities, never sent her to school. Kept in a confined digital space, Eleanor developed synthetic skills to the point of extrasensory perception. Although she couldn't grasp the scheme a certain Jester put her in, she managed to escape her prison and came to understand reality. Okay, the screen slid out from the floor again. Huh, it seems that correlations could get me not just reports, but access to the secure screen. There was a message. Reports on the recently completed simulation. Cohesion verification in progress. The ally support factor had a minor impact. And report. Okay. Yeah, that's not gonna give us anything new. So can we do the reports again? So green, I'm assuming, is okay. How about digital mistress? No reports available. Save entered simulating parameters for cycle 317. No, let's not save that. How about we... How about we do gifted hacker? So if we save this setup, now it's red and... Let's see. Problem delegated to production. Is she a gifted hacker now? I have no idea. That is Lord's image. Is there none other? Painting of the game deck. Can we pull out the screen? Oh, that would be good. I gave the Codebreaker a mental order to pull the screen out of the floor. Didn't work, the frame didn't budge. Okay, let's examine the screen then. The screen was hidden on purpose and access to it was secured. It belonged to actor a game deck. By entering the right sequence in each of the remaining images, I could slide it all the way out. Yes, I figured out that much. There is a correlation between those two. How about financial boost? Even as a youth, Galomar realized he was gifted with charisma. He learned how easy it was to manipulate people and saw his chance. He learned to use body language reading programs, but in Realium and Virtualia. Both in Realium and Virtualia. He became an expert salesman, started making money. Created a school where he taught advanced communication skills, his methods became famous and he was proclaimed a master manipulator. Wasn't the first time I'd found a correlation on this screen. If I wanted to access that secure screen, I figured there was much more I could do here. Financial boost factor had a minor impact. Yes, that was... That's not the one. Fragment of human life reduced to a few brief sentences. They weren't a talkative bunch. Okay, so it looks like this is not gonna teach me a lot more. So I need to go here with this painting of Eleanor. Okay, blue and the hacker gives something. Let's say limited resources. I have no idea which one. Eleanor was created by director Geoffrey Haggis. Yep. The maker gave her exceptional intelligence and a programming education. Kept in a confined digital space, she received access to programming tools and eventually broke free. Working as a gifted freelance hacker, she failed to cover her tracks. She was traced by V-runners and placed in a state digital refuge. I'd already discovered a correlation for this screen. If I wanted to access that secure screen, I figured there wasn't much more I could do here. Limited resource factor had a minor impact. Yes, that unlocks the puzzle piece. Okay. There were a lot of figures correlating the initial roll, the personality aspect, and a random factor. It was a feast for a Gamedec's mind. Codebreaker hummed and apparently took in the blue aspect. Oh. Oh. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, good thing that because I was doubting that I wanted to pick the puzzle piece because I was, you know, I want the fire symbol actually to unlock something else in the professions here. So good thing that I took this. I unlocked analysis mode. Now all the Codebreaker's behavioral strategies were within reach. Can I interact? Oh, there is something else here. Painting of a kid. Okay, yeah, well, I've been going for a good while now, so we are going to investigate the painting of this kid in our next episode. Once again, if you want to have some input on the game I will play after Gamedec, let me know in the comments which one you would like that to be. I have literally hundreds of games in my Steam library. Preferably something with a good story, and an RPG would be great. But yeah, let me know what you would like to see. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.